Hello and welcome, Janet Beckers here, and welcome 2015. How exciting. I'm really looking forward to this year. I've got a good feeling about it. I've got lots of ideas of things that I want to be doing with you, and I know that for you, this could be the year. This is the year that you can be really going and kicking a few goals. So let's look at how you're going to do that. And I've got a process to share with you. Now, last week I shared with you the step that I do at the end of every single year with my family, which is creating a celebration board. So if you haven't done that yet, go and have a look at last week's episode and really do that exercise. It really sets you up before you start planning your new year. It sets you up with a feeling of celebration, a feeling of much more positive moving forward, and you start to think bigger. Now, an important thing when you're planning your year is, sure, you're going to be setting your financial goals, setting what you're going to do in your business. I like to work on a 90-day planning cycle, but you know what? There is more to your life than your business as an entrepreneur. So we want to make sure when you're planning your week, planning your year, that it's actually going to be something that gives you an incredibly rich and balanced life. So let me share with you the exercise that I do every year and see if this will help you. The first thing that I do is, here's my one for last year, is, I don't know if you can see that. See how I've created a circle here? And I have a look at what are the different sort of parts to my life that are important. So I'll tell you the ones here that I've got. I've got my business. I've got happiness. My sense of, it's my spirituality, what makes me happy. I've got wealth, which is different to my business. So this is about my personal wealth. I have community. To me, that is a really important part, about being part of my local community and giving back. I have romance, because I'm very fortunate to be married to the gorgeous Doug Beckers, and so there is always going to have to be a romance. Otherwise, if you don't have that on your cycle here and you're in a relationship, then it's an important thing to do. If you're looking for a relationship, that is an important thing to do as well. Family, for me, that's probably my number one. Health, really, really important for me. And friends, I've also got that as an essential thing. For you, there may be other things that are the parts of who you are that are an important thing for you to put on. So then what I do is I think, okay, I'm going to make sure when I go through this that I'm going to be thinking about different goals and things that I want to be doing that are going to fit in with this. So this was from last year. I put down my financial goals per month. I also put down that I was going to write my book, Romance Your Tribe, and I did it. A few things, like I said, I was going to run a conference. I decided not to do it, actually. Did the numbers on it and decided, there's other easier ways to do things. So just because I've written these here as my goals, if I haven't done them, it may be because as I've gone through, I've reviewed it and thought, yep or no. Or it may actually mean that I will look at this throughout the year and think, you know what, I haven't been doing that. For example, I put down under happiness that I wanted to go and do a painting retreat last year. I still haven't done it, so why not? So that's absolutely something I need to do. But I also put down here health before 10 and to meditate, things that I did well. I put down here under wealth my financial goals that have got to do with, how much money am I going to have in my bank? How much am I going to have invested? If it might be debt-free, whatever it is that it's going to be, put those down in your wealth. For me, for community, I put down, my giving back to my community was being part of the surf club. So I was really active in that this year. I also put down about a local business project with teenage girls, and I didn't do that. So that's another interesting thing I can review. Again, I'm going back here with romance, 3 romantic weekends away. So we did that. I've also got here about family, and a lot of times you can combine, I'm really into leverage, so you can combine a few of these things. So with health, I combined that with family, which meant that, I was going to run and go to the gym with my daughter. And that with my son, I was going to be involved in Duke of Edinburgh activities, doing things with him. That with my mum, that I was only going to go and, and have lunch with her a few times, per month. All these sorts of things that were really important for family. With health, you know, I put down about swimming in the ocean, riding with bikes with friends. So you can see I'm doing things here that I'm combining them over. With friends here, I've got about, you know, riding, going for bike rides with them. I did that this year. It was so much fun. Here's something I wrote down, and I did not do it. Write one card each week to someone. That was a dream. But as you can see, by having this here, and I have this in front of me, so this actually stays this is next to my computer. This is where it's in front of me all the time. So I can look at this and go, oh, for example, you know what? I said I was going to go away for 3 romantic weekends with my husband, and we haven't set one for the next quarter. Let's go and do it. I better make sure I do that. Or, you know, I might have a look here and, for example, I might have something here that's got to do with my personal wealth where I thought, you know what, you have not focused on that, baby. You better start making this a priority. How are you going to do that? So this is a really important thing for you to do to make sure that you're actually planning for a balanced life. You may then decide that you're going to go and do them as a graphical thing. Like, for example, let me see if I can find one here that's got some good graphics on it, some pictures. Okay. You know, so I've got one here from 2009, so I keep them as well. You know, and so I've got things here about, you know, learning to drum. So I was having pictures of my drum, bike riding, my surfboard. Here with the you know, personal things was around the kind of home that I wanted to get into, that I wanted to buy. That I've got, you know, things here to do with the business that I've actually, you know, been able to put down here, you know, about the size mailing list that I wanted at that stage. Simple things like that. So that, for me, that was then taking it and putting it graphically. So hope that gives you some ideas. I'd love to hear from you. Do you do something similar? Does, you know, is this something that you might have something else that you can suggest that really helps with people with this? Love to hear from you. Please leave your comments down below. If you've done this previous years or if you've done it this year, I'd love you if you've got a photo of what you've done. Just share it with me. You can over on our Facebook page, Wonderful Wear Women on Facebook, or you might want to email it to me. I'd love to see that. So again, let's go out there and rock, have a fantastic 2015. I've got lots of projects where my big focus this year is really going to be helping people to take action, baby. So I've got lots of things here that are going to help you take action. So I'll see you down below. Bye.